Welcome to Debunked Diaries. Have you ever stopped to wonder whether we are truly alone in the vastness of the universe? Or could it be that traces of alien DNA are hidden somewhere within our own genetic code? While this idea sounds like something straight out of a science fiction thriller, recent discoveries in genetics have raised some mind-boggling possibilities. Is it possible that extraterrestrial life has influenced our genetic makeup? Or is there a simpler explanation for the mysteries in our DNA? Today we're going to delve into genetic research, ancient alien theories, and scientific studies that might just challenge the way we look at our origins. We'll explore whether there's any truth to the idea that we carry alien genes within us, or if everything can be explained by Earth's natural biological processes. So let's get started. Make sure to stick around till the end, because this will make you question everything you thought you knew about human genetics. Let's begin by exploring what we actually know about human genetics. Our DNA is the blueprint that shapes us. It determines everything from our eye color to how our organs function. We are essentially walking gene code. In 2003, after more than a decade of intense scientific effort, the Human Genome Project was completed. This monumental project successfully mapped 99% of the human genome, identifying about 20,000 to 25,000 genes. At first glance, it might seem like we've unlocked all the secrets of the human body, but there's one big mystery that scientists are still trying to solve: the remaining 1%. You might be wondering, what's in this 1% of uncharted DNA? Well, it turns out that much of it is non-coding DNA, often referred to as junk DNA. This term suggests that these parts of the DNA don't directly contribute to our biological functions. But are they really useless? Could they hide something more mysterious, perhaps even extraterrestrial in origin? While the term junk DNA might imply that these segments are useless, it doesn't mean they are alien. In fact, the term is outdated, and recent research suggests that much of this DNA plays a crucial role in gene regulation and other unknown processes. Just because we don't fully understand it yet, doesn't mean it's of alien origin. There are many examples of scientific discoveries where once mysterious parts of DNA were eventually found to have important functions. So junk DNA is far from useless. It's simply part of the ongoing puzzle we still need to solve. One of the most surprising revelations in genetic research is the discovery that around 8% of our DNA comes from ancient viruses. That's right, viruses, not aliens. Over millions of years, ancient viruses infected our distant ancestors, and instead of disappearing, their genetic material became embedded in the human genome. These sequences are referred to as endogenous retroviruses, ERVs. They are essentially viral remnants, but some of them have integrated so deeply into our genetic code that they now play a role in human biology. While this discovery shows that foreign DNA can indeed become part of human genetics, the idea that alien DNA is mixed in with our genes might be a stretch. Some scientists argue that this phenomenon could have occurred with extraterrestrial microorganisms. Could life forms from space have infected Earth long ago, embedding themselves into our genetic code? While it's true that virus-derived DNA exists in human genomes, it doesn't support the idea of alien DNA. The presence of retroviruses in our genetic code is a known evolutionary phenomenon, showing how viruses shape the development of life on Earth. Alien DNA is much more speculative and requires more solid evidence. The assumption that these viruses came from outer space is far less likely than the theory that they evolved on Earth over millions of years. Even more perplexing are the unidentified genetic sequences found within the human genome. Research teams from Harvard and Stanford recently reported that there are certain genetic sequences in human DNA that don't match any known species on Earth. This is a real mystery because it means these genes can't be linked to any bacteria, animals, or other life forms currently known to us. Some people have jumped to the conclusion that these genetic anomalies might be the result of extraterrestrial contact. Could these unmatched sequences be the signature of alien life? It's an intriguing thought. While the presence of these unmatched sequences is undoubtedly mysterious, the lack of a match doesn't necessarily imply that they are alien. They could be the remnants of an unknown species, perhaps a species that once existed on Earth but has since gone extinct. It's also possible that these sequences represent genetic material that we simply don't yet understand. With ongoing advancements in genetics and technology, it's only a matter of time before these sequences are understood, and the alien hypothesis might be dismissed in favor of natural evolutionary processes. While alien DNA might be an exciting idea, Most scientists do not believe that human genetics have been altered by extraterrestrial civilizations. Instead, there are a few scientific theories that provide more grounded explanations for mysterious DNA sequences. One of the most discussed scientific theories about the origins of life is the Panspermia hypothesis. According to this theory, life on Earth didn't originate here at all. It may have come from space. The idea is that microscopic organisms or biological material may have been transported to Earth on asteroids, comets, or interstellar dust. If this is true, it means that the building blocks of life could be cosmic in origin, but this still doesn't support the idea that alien DNA exists within us today. While panspermia could explain how life arrived on Earth, it doesn't prove that alien DNA is in our genes. The organisms that may have arrived through space were likely microbial life forms, not advanced extraterrestrials. There is no direct evidence to suggest that complex, intelligent life visited Earth and contributed to the human genome. The idea of alien DNA as a factor in human biology is still speculative at best. Another possible explanation for unidentified DNA sequences in humans is horizontal gene transfer, HGT. This is a process where genes are transferred from one organism to another, bypassing traditional reproduction. HGT is more common in bacteria, but recent research suggests that it can also occur in more complex organisms like humans. Some scientists believe that certain genes in humans could have come from bacteria, fungi, or viruses through this process. While HGT could explain the presence of foreign genes in our DNA, the idea that these genes came from extraterrestrial sources is still highly unlikely. HGT is a natural Earth-based process, and most of the foreign genes in human DNA probably come from microorganisms that we've been in contact with over the millennia. The idea that these genes come from space is still purely speculative. Another possibility is that the unidentified genes in humans are actually from ancient species that once roamed Earth, but are now extinct. Earth has hosted millions of species over its long history, and many of these species left behind genetic traces. Could some of these genes still exist in our DNA today? It's possible that they represent lost evolutionary links, fragments of life that we don't yet understand. The idea of ancient species leaving behind alien-like DNA is intriguing, but it's more likely that these sequences are from Earth's own evolutionary history. The idea that they come from alien life forms is not supported by any evidence. Instead, they may represent long-forgotten species or ancient human ancestors that we haven't discovered yet. As technology advances, DNA sequencing continues to get more precise, and the mysteries of the human genome will slowly be unlocked. Could future discoveries finally prove that there is alien DNA hidden in our genetic code? Or will science find more natural explanations for these genetic anomalies? While genetic research will undoubtedly lead to new discoveries, the idea that we will find alien DNA is still speculative. The most likely outcome is that we will continue to uncover more about Earth's biological history, which might involve discovering new species, evolutionary links, and genetic processes. The alien DNA theory will remain speculative unless solid empirical evidence is found. So, what do you think? Could there be alien genes hidden in our DNA? Or is this just another intriguing scientific mystery waiting to be solved? Is it possible that we carry the genetic legacy of extraterrestrial visitors? Or is it more likely that the unknown DNA sequences we've found are simply the remnants of Earth's biological evolution? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration into the mysteries of genetics and extraterrestrial life, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.